All right, I will be reading a article by Dr. James Dobson called "How to Shape Your Child's Will," and then I will be reading the prayer for our family that we have I've come to accept as our prayer for my husband and I for Annika. Okay, so it says, when a real Donnybrook occurs between generations, it is extremely important for the parents to win. Why? A child who behaves in ways that are disrespectful or harmful to himself or others often has a hidden motive. Whether he recognizes it or not, he is usually seeking to verify the existence and stability of boundaries. A child who defies the leadership of his parents is reassured when they remain confident and firm under fire. It creates a sense of security for a kid who lives in a structured environment in which the rights of other people and his own are protected by well-defined limits. 1. Begin teaching respect for authority while children are very young. The most urgent advice I can give to the parents of an assertive, independent child is to establish their positions as strong but loving leaders when your children are in the preschool years. You, mom and dad, are the boss. You are in charge. If you believe it, the tougher child will also accept it. Once a child understands who is in charge, he can be held accountable for behaving in a respectful manner. When the nose-to-nose confrontation occurs between generations, it is extremely important for the adult to display confidence and decisiveness. The child has made it clear that he's looking for a fight, and his parents would be wise not to disappoint him. Nothing is more destructive to the parental leadership than for a mother or father to equivocate during that struggle, like the struggle in the dogs in the bed right now. Um, When parents consistently lose those battles, resorting to tears and screaming and other signs of frustration, some dramatic change takes place in the way they're seen by their children. Instead of being secure and confident leaders, they become spineless jellyfish who are unworthy of respect or allegiance. 2. Define the boundaries before they're enforced. Preceding any disciplinary event is the necessity of establishing reasonable expectations and boundaries for the child. 3. Distinguish between willful defiance and childish irresponsibility. When accidents happen, patience and tolerance are the order of the day. There is another category of behavior, however, that is strikingly different. It occurs when a child defies the authority of the parent in a blatant manner. She may shout, "I will not," or "You shut up," or "You can't make me." It may happen when Junior grabs a handful of candy bars at the checkout and refuses to give them back, or when he throws a violent temper tantrum in order to get his way. These behaviors represent a willful, haughty spirit and a determination to disobey. Reassure and teach after the confrontation is over. After a time of conflict during which the parent has demonstrated his right to lead, particularly if it resulted in tears for the child, the youngster will probably want to be loved and reassured. By all means, open your arms and let him come. Hold him close and tell him of your love. Rock him gently and let him know again why he was punished and how he can avoid the trouble next time. This is a teachable moment when the objective of your discipline can be explained. Such a conversation is difficult or impossible to achieve when a rebellious, stiff-necked little child is clenching her fist and taking you on. But after the confrontation has occurred, especially if it involves tears, the child usually wants to hug you and get reassurance that you care for her. 5. Avoid impossible demands. Be absolutely sure that your child is capable of delivering what you require. Never punish them for wetting the bed involuntarily or doing poorly in school when he's incapable of academic success. 6. Let love be your guide. A relationship that is characterized by genuine love and affection is likely to be a healthy one, even though some parental mistakes and errors are inevitable. When parents bring one of these tough youngsters into the world, They need to recognize that while raising the child may be difficult for a time, it's worth their effort to do the job right. Their attitude should be, "The Lord gave me this challenging child for a purpose. He wants me to mold and shape this youngster and prepare him or her for a life of service to Him. And I am up to the task. I'm going to make it with the Lord's help." That's the healthy way of looking at parenting when the pressure's on. I am convinced there is no other true source of confidence in parenting. There is not enough knowledge in books, minds, or anyone else's to counteract the evil that surrounds our kids today. We must bathe them in fervent prayer when we are praying, saying words similar to these. And these are the ones we've adopted for us. Lord, you know my inadequacies. You know my weaknesses, not only in parenting, but in every area of my life. I'm doing the best I can to raise Annika properly, but it may not be good enough. As you've provided the fish and the loaves to feed 5,000 hungry people, now take my meager effort and use it to bless my family. Make up for the things I do wrong. Satisfy the needs that I've not met. Compensate for my blunders and mistakes. Wrap your great arms around Annika and draw her close to you, and be there when she stands at the great crossroads between right and wrong. All I can give her is my best, and I will continue to do that. I submit her to you now and rededicate myself to the task you've placed before me. The outcome rests securely in your hands. I found that God is faithful as a loving Father to hear and answer that cry of the heart. Turn to Him for solace when you've reached the end of your rope. He will be there to comfort you and work within the soul of your beloved child. I wanted to share that because it is from the book of The Strong-Willed Child, but it's also a very nice short little adaptation that can help any parent in just seeing how quickly just a few quick little ideas can make a big difference. So there you go.